And good morning, people. Welcome back to Star Ocean, till the end of time. Last time, we defeated our first executioner, one of the Proclaimers. And then Pepita decided to come behind one of them and knock them out and defeat it instantly, which makes our effort seem pretty trivial actually, since it took so long to defeat it. But now we've got our wonderful little Venusian here. Yep, Pepita is Venusian. She's, I'd say, about on par with Nell as a damage dealer, so she's not too bad. But the person I'm going to focus on right now is Sophia, since we got her a few levels in the end of that fight. She's got healing and antidote now, which is helpful. Silence, which can come off. Acid Rain reduces the enemy's defense, don't really need that. Firebolt, Ice Needles and Lightning Blast, so her basic attack skills. Skill setup. She can basically put her magic on her skills like Adre could. She has a lot more flexibility with it though. A lot more of her spells can actually go onto the skill bar than Adre's can. Adre is sort of connected only to the basic magic. Sophia has a lot more magic that goes on it, but she doesn't get as many skills as Adre does, because Adre is a fighter as well. Sophia's a pure magic class. HP. She doesn't need too much in the way of MP, and I'm going to be controlling her for a little while to get her levels up, and having more health will be a great benefit. Anti-attack aura's still got the same 3, nothing changed there. Equipment wise, still nothing because I haven't bought my stuff yet, because that's what I'm going to do next. But I do want to... where are they? Usable items, that's it. Decay Tome. I want to give one to Pepita and one to Sophia. So they've got the combat training ability now. Common support symbols, battle skill. I'm going to give this to Pepita, but she's probably never going to actually use them. At least on her, I'm not going to equip them properly, because she's much better at just doing damage than stopping to heal. Common attack symbols, not gonna, I doubt I'll ever use them actually. Other than that, right now, let's go shopping. Actually, let's not go shopping just yet. I want to go over here, because there's a few items that I'm just about to get. And I want some of them are weapons, so I want to make sure I don't buy duplicates. Pepita knows everyone, at least everyone's here. That is here in the moon base. Since, well, she's been here a bit longer than we have. And decides to introduce us. Lend us some things. Well, then we've got this jerk. Weapons here of our last line of defense, but there's one problem with that. They're not being used. So what is the point of a weapon that is not being used? At least we might have a chance of actually winning. We've already defeated 2. We might get some more. So we're going to get in. The scholar's not going to like it, but he will move eventually. Yeah, here's the big question. How many people do you think actually can use the weapons? So there he moves after the question is asked. So now we can go and pick up some equipment. And there's that 32,000 file I was mentioning. Chests. Only four items, but there's an ablative shield, spike shoes, some battle armor, and the last one, a runic cloak. I do believe the runic cloak is going on to Sophia. +1 bonus battle gauge, 90 defense and 60 agility with 30 intellect. That's quite nice actually. I didn't want to do that. Can I actually get a look at this thing? No, not in this thing, but oh well. Spike shoes are for Pepita. Powerful balls of ice when attacking adds water-based damage. I do believe a lot of the things here are weak against water, so that's quite nice. And the ablative shield. 160 defense. I think I do want to give that to Pepita. Since she's a low level, that is actually helpful. And she's got a heavy bracelet for some reason. Yeah, that's not happening. Have some regeneration symbols. Might need to buy some more of these. Yeah. And the last one I think was the battle armor. 200 defense. So we'll give that to Cliff for the moment. But that's not all. We now need to go and buy some stuff. If we talk to that scholar, he just goes on a complaint rant and stuff like that. It's not worth talking to him. No, I want to talk to the person at the store. So, ceramic sword. Let's have one of those. Ceramic gauntlet. Let's have one of those. Broad axe we don't need since it's for Roger. The clown shoes are actually better than the spike shoes, but don't have any special factors. I'm not going to buy those. I'll keep hold of the spike shoes and see how things go. If I really need to, I can buy them later. Magician's Rod, 100 intellect and 350 damage. The intellect is pretty more, I believe, more important for her than the attack, since her attack is pretty pitiful anyway. Flaming Gun, deals fire-based damage, so I'm not too sure how well that's going to work here. Ceramic dagger? Yeah, a lot of the normal medieval weapon is ceramic, so that's interesting. 380 attack. Titanium claw, which is for our belt, don't really need that. Ablative armor, I will take one of those. And carbonite armor, which is pretty much a universal armor. So I need 3 of those. I didn't realise Sophia could use that, so yeah, I'll get 3. And I've gone through pretty much all my my money again. That's quite a big increase there. So Blades of Ryusen are off. You need another item. Let's give you that last regeneration symbol. Ceramic gauntlet. These weapons would have been very useful in that last fight, but can't do anything about that now. I've already fought it. Magician's Rod. Quite a bit of increase. Carbonite armor does give a bit more defense, but I lose it on the intellect, and hopefully she won't be getting into too much close combat, so I'll keep hold of the runic cloak for the moment. Holy sword for the ceramic sword, and ablative armor. The ablative shield is actually quite better, so yeah. And flaming gun, again I'm not too certain on how that's going to work out, but let's try it and see what happens. So everyone is set up. The only person I really need to work on is Pepita, but she can wait for a little bit longer until I finish up with Sophia. Which shouldn't take too long. Let's see if I can go and get healed. I believe I should be able to heal in the home area. Through here, the auditorium. I believe it's you. No? One of the people here rests. There we go. Yep, rested up, and I should be full health again. So let's go and fight some monsters, or some robots, which is actually what we're fighting. We're fighting the security robots gone wild. Might notice that there's no percentage in this place because it's a known area. We are fighting in a station. Well, let's get to it. These are pretty easy, these first ones. Doesn't mean that you can't die to them though. Yes, I do have scan enemy. Incapacitator. I believe every robot here is either... yeah, I believe it's the security forces gone wild, but it might be the executioner forces. 20,750, vulnerable to water, resistant to fire, so Maria's gun isn't going to be too amazing. And I need to heal, which is pretty much why I've got items. And of course healing. So this is basically what I'm going to be doing with Sophia for quite a while. Healing. She does get Fairy Light, and I believe she gets it quite early, which is quite helpful. One problem with Sophia and her casting is that she can take a while to cast it sometimes. But she does have cancel attacks with her thing, so I have put them on. I do want to put combat training on actually, since I might as well get some extra experience from it. Plus I have the triple XP from that last fight.
I deserve a medal.
2 levels and protection, so she does get the buffing spells as well. Should get a couple more levels in this one. Let's see what these new stingers are like.
Here we go, guys.
Get into the corner, make sure I'm safe. Level 2 stinger. And some more incapacitators, which aren't too bad. 23,000, bit of thing, and vulnerable to water, so that's nice to know. And then here's basically, again, me healing.
I don't want to die.
Ah, there she goes. Yeah, those stingers can be a bit of a pain sometimes. She also does learn restoration, which is actually quite helpful, and I'm hoping she gets it soon, because I'm going to need it, I think. So, let's get some health back.
Keep it up.
I am going to have to be careful, because her healing costs 60 Fury with the triple Fury, so I'm going to be a bit careful, but not too much. So basically stand in place, let the Fury get over 60, use healing, and there's the win. With me basically doing nothing but stand to the side.
I deserve a medal.
And another level. There are more enemies floating around. I do know that the third enemy the third robot that I fought was up in the coastal training facilities in this area. We can't go down there. I will check it in a second. But first I want this chest. Trading card 1. Sorry. Trading card 1 just is for the Paracelsus table, and it's Albel, so we can now use him on the Paracelsus table. Which I will get to when I get back, because now that I've got Pepita and Sophia, I can actually show the Paracelsus table. They're the 2 spoilers I didn't show before. But yeah, those machine gun things have been given an upgrade. And we've got these. These are tanks. I'm not sure if I can actually
I'll give it my
win
best
this
shot.
one very well. Destroyers. They have missiles. They have machine guns. They have a lot of health, I do believe. 42,000 and 24,000 MP. So I do believe, though, they are very weak against water. I just need to make sure I have the Fury. I do believe with that with that weakness comes with big weakness to being frozen as well. Yeah, I need to make sure I stay far enough away that I don't get hit like that. Two of these is hard. One of these is actually quite easy. There we go, there's one down. And I didn't wait for the Fury. No, I don't want you facing me. No. Well, I at least did that, and I need to run away now. One of these is, yeah, like I said, pretty trivial, and there goes Lightning Chain. Lightning Chain against these is actually quite nice. As is Ice Needles. Ice Daggers. And 3,733 experience.
I did it, Claire.
If you are going to try and level up at any point in this area, fight those.
I'm improving.
Cure Condition and Nerve Glaive, so we've got another one of the basic spells. I do believe that's level 20 now for her. Yes, it is. Nice. And Nell is level 42 as well. Let's give her one more level before going back to Fate. One thing I am going to do though, because I am going to be going to Maria soon, is removing that flaming gun, because it's going to be quite terrible against these. Come on down, there you go.
Here I go!
I'll show you what I've got.
Two of these. Mini flies. 18,000 health, 3,000 MP, vulnerable to water. Same as everything else. Oh, and that's her auto attack, by the way. And self-destruct. Yeah, they like to self-destruct as well. Now that I've got some health, I'm actually more willing to get involved, because she's level 20. She's got 2,000 health, and again those 166 XP. Not really worth the effort to beat them. Stingers and the Destroyers are the way to go if you are going to be fighting anything down here. Even the Incapacitators are pretty decent when it comes to XP compared to those. And I saw a chest I missed. That's okay, I'm going back up there in a moment, because there's absolutely nothing down here. I do believe that resets all the enemies. Yes, it does. And ablative armor, so I didn't need to get that extra one. I do believe that's all the items on this screen, and I do believe that covers all the enemies of this area as well. So I'm going to go back, heal up, and get some levels, I do believe. I believe I'm going to get up to around about level 45, maybe 50 before I come back, because I think I'm going to need them soon. Let's actually go to where the save point is, shall we? Messed up again. She's going to see a lot of work with me coming back and forth. And here I am meant to be hurrying to protect everyone from the destroyers? No, the executioners up in space. Oh well. So that one. And next time I will have my grinding done. I will have a few more levels, maybe a few more skills. Definitely some skills on Pepita to show. So until then, have a wonderful day. Have lots of fun. Goodbye.